Cut Express. Final Cut Pro will take the footage just fine. Final Cut Express won't import the footage. The reason being is that it's not compatible with the .mod files or mpeg 2 format that the Canon camcorder records in. So in order to do this, the easiest way around it is first import into iMovie, because iMovie can read those files. So the first thing we're going to do is launch iMovie. And we can import the footage by going to File, New Event, and we'll just say that it's called Final Cut Footage. From here, we click the little camera icon. It should come up with all the footage we want to import. We'll check all, and we will import all of the footage and make sure that we're adding it to the correct event. Okay, we're done. All right, the next thing we want to do is create a new project for this. Again, I'm just going to call it Final Cut Footage and enter. Now what we should do is you double click on a scene and then you can go shift and click on the last scene. It'll select them all and drag them all up into iMovie. Gives you a little warning, blah blah blah, you don't need that. Now it'll show all your clips in order into iMovie. Now to get them over to Final Cut, what you want to do is go to Share and Export Final Cut XML. I'll save it to the desktop just so we can see it easy enough. Final Cut Footage and save. Done. So now you can quit iMovie and open up Final Cut Express. We'll register later. Final Cut Express just got launched. Whenever you're starting a new project in Final Cut, I like to make sure that all my settings are correct. So we go Final Cut, Easy Setup, and make sure it's set to DV NTSC Anamorphic. That'll keep the aspect ratio as widescreen. So set up and you're all set. Now you import, you go File, Import, FCE XML from iMovie. That's the file you just created. So you have to do that, then you have to go find it on the desktop. It'll be right there, Final Cut Footage, and choose. And now it's in iMovie. Well, it's in Final Cut from iMovie. So you can double click on it as a sequence and it brought it down here. You can't watch it, you can scroll through it, but you can't play it yet because it's not rendered. So the next thing you want to do, if you want to keep it down here and work with it within your project, you can, or what I like to do is just start dragging. You can hit this and then shift all the way to the end. So you select all of the footage you just imported and then drag it up into a bin, which we need to create a bin, new bin, and we'll say this is the Final Cut Footage bin. You can drag it and drop it up into the bin. Boom, now it shows that bin has 15 items. And they're all organized right here. So you can see all the items in your bin. And that's how you get it into Final Cut. From there, when you're editing, you can create a new project or a new sequence, file, new sequence, sequence 2. And then when you launch the sequence, you can see it gives you a brand new sequence during the editor down here. You can use this. You click on the clip you want to look at, you can edit, bring it down, and then when you got it the way you want it, you can bring it into your sequence, anywhere you want to put it. Now you won't be able to watch it again because it's not rendered. So as you're going, you can hit Command R to render what you've done so far. Boom, now you'll be able to watch it through. So that's the shortcut around being able to use .mod files into Final Cut Express. You just have to render them after you bring them through iMovie, and that's all.